Hello everyone, I'm Jamie. Welcome to another session of Vista Export Services. In this session, I'll quickly take you through the process of enabling the Vray menus when unavailable from the right-click quad. There are times when the Vray menus are not available on a right-click. This often happens when installing 3ds Max in Vray, or during the installation of other programs in 3ds Max. The Vray menus on a right-click quad are utterly essential when editing objects in 3ds Max. As an example, when you have a dense object in a scene, you might need to convert it into a Vray proxy. To do so, you need to right-click on the object and choose the Vray Mesh Export option on the quad menu. As you can see, it's currently not available. There are two ways to bring back the Vray menus. The first method is to click on a Customize button and choose the Custom UI and Default Switcher option from the list. In this dialog, choose the default Max Vray initial settings for tool options and press Set. If you right-click, the Vray menu should become available. There are times when the Vray menus might still not be available, depending on the actual cause of the initial problem. Also, there's a huge downside to using this method. Your personal toolbars and buttons will disappear as a result, which you'll have to recreate again. In fact, it's best to set the Custom UI and Custom Default Switcher when you first install 3ds Max in Vray, to avoid having to reset your custom toolbars and buttons. The best way to enable the Vray menus without messing up your personal toolbars and buttons is to do it through the Max Script Listener. To do so, click on a script and toolbar and choose the Max Script Listener option from the list. In this dialog, type in the Register Vray menus round bracket and press Enter on your keyboard. It's very important that you press Enter on your keyboard to see the word True appear thereafter. If you right-click again, you should be able to see the Vray menus on the quad. As mentioned earlier, these menus are utterly important to edit Vray object properties such as Matte Object, Matte for Reflections and Refractions, the Alpha Contribution, Shadows, to make the object visible in reflections, visible to the GI, and etc. The Vray menus are not available anywhere else other than the quad menus. As mentioned earlier, to convert an object into a Vray proxy, you can simply right-click again and choose the Vray Mesh Export option. You can choose any of these options displayed here to create the proxy object. For more information on how to create Vray proxies, simply check my other tutorials on my YouTube channel or blog. Finally, if you don't want these Vray menus on the quad, you can simply go back to the Max Script Listener dialog and type in Unregister Vray menus round bracket. Delete the true text. Click in front of the round brackets and press Enter on your keyboard to see the OK text. If you right-click again, the Vray menu shouldn't be available on the quad menu. As mentioned earlier, you probably need the Vray menus more often than not. So to enable it back again, simply delete your K text and the UN text in here. Next, click in front of the round brackets again and press Enter. Again, you can see all the Vray menus back on the quad. I really hope you found this video tutorial useful and hope to see you on my next one. I'm currently working on this upcoming tutorial using 3DB and their unique drag and drop asset features, and also on this upcoming Christmas sale. I really can't wait to share them with you.